video is going to be my June favorites video, and I have more non-beauty related items this month than I usually do, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with those. Well, one of them is kind of beauty related, so let's start with the not at all beauty related. It's more fitness related, and it is actually my Fitbit, and I've been meaning to speak about this in a favorites video for a while, and I always just decide against it. Hold on, I have to go in my shirt to get it. It's this little bad boy. If you don't know what a Fitbit is, it's basically a pedometer. It counts your steps. When you buy the Fitbit, you basically download the app, and then it lets you know your steps, how many miles, how many calories, how many minutes of active exercise you've had, how you slept. You can set a goal for your weekly exercise. You can set weight loss goals. You can track your water. You can also track what you eat through this app. And this is the Fitbit Flex 2. And I used to have a different one that also tracked my heart rate, which this one does not. So this is basically the tracker that logs all of this stuff for you. This one doesn't say how many steps you have in numbers. It just gives you little dots, and there's 4 dots. So every dot that lights up means you're a quarter of the way. So I'm almost at half of my steps. One of my favorite things about this Fitbit in particular is you can set it up so that at the last 10 minutes of the hour, if you have 250 steps or less, it buzzes at you and tells you to get up and start walking around for a minute. It's sort of a reminder to stay active, and it keeps me really motivated, because if I'm, going to sleep at night and I'm ready to check my stats for the day and I don't have that much more to go, then it motivates me to go take the dog for a walk or walk up and down the steps for a minute. And my other favorite thing is definitely if you're someone who struggles with sleep, this thing tracks your sleep, which I love. It will tell you how much sleep you got. You can set a goal for yourself, how many hours of sleep you want to get per night. It lets you know how many times/minutes you were restless or tossing and turning. It lets you know when you were awake, how long you were awake for. So if you're someone who really needs to get your sleeping schedule back on track, this makes it really easy to navigate your sleeping pattern. So this is the little band that the Fitbit comes in. It's not that it's ugly, it's just that sometimes I don't want to wear this, like if I want to look cute, I don't mind wearing this, and I usually do wear this around the house. I wear this when I sleep. I wear this to the gym. This is what I use, and it also comes with 2 different sizes of bands. So I actually purchased this off of Etsy, which is a sort of pendant necklace that you can actually put your tracker in. So it's kind of a fashion piece. So every once in a while I use this. I haven't had this for long, but every once in a while I use this. I prefer this, which I bought this off of Amazon, and it was only 11 or 12 bucks, and you basically can just pop your tracker right into it, and then it's a magnet, so you can pretty much hook it on whatever you want. I like to hook it right in the middle of my bra. You can hook it on your underwear, your pocket, your hair, your ear, I don't know. I do like, my earring. I do like to hook it on my bra because they say that it's most accurate, maybe not most accurate, but more accurate on your chest than it probably would be on your ear, So I've been using this for several months now. I definitely highly recommend them. They're a little bit pricey, but if you are someone who's trying to lose weight or you have some type of fitness goal that you're struggling to achieve, it really has helped me. This one is also not beauty related, but a little bit more beauty related. Now I have acrylic nails, but if you're someone who just paints your nails with nail polish from the drugstore at home, I highly recommend you get a pair of gloves like this. I learned this from Coffee Break with Danny. Anytime you're doing dishes or, cleaning, if you want your at-home manicure to last longer, get a pair of gloves, girl. My nail polish would last so much longer if I used these when I did the dishes. These are by the brand Playtex, Living Premium Protection, Drip Catch Cuff, which I sincerely appreciate because I hate it when water drips down to my elbows. Oh my god, it gives me like the heebie-jeebies, I hate it. But I just wanted to quickly mention this if you're sick and tired of your nail polish looking like crap every 5 minutes. Right after I just got done talking about fitness and stuff. I'm just gonna quickly mention it, you guys. I'm a believer, okay? I'm a believer in the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have mine in the shade Fair Beige. This is what's underneath my eyes right now. There's hardly freaking creases. It's so darn full coverage. And honestly, at first, I was having some trouble sort of getting used to it. I gave it a very positive review in my first impression, which I still stand by. Obviously, it's in a favorites video. But shortly after that, I was getting frustrated. I felt like I couldn't use too much, but if I used too little, then it wouldn't do anything. So I had to find that sort of like happy medium where it's not too much and it gets cakey, but it's not too little that you don't even see anything. But I sincerely love this and I will be repurchasing when I'm all out. Let's talk about brows. I never thought I would love a brow product like I love my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I never thought it would happen, but you guys, I think the day has come. I ran out of this is empty. And when I went to go repurchase it, they were out of my shade. So I wasn't gonna get the light shade because that's a waste of money. So I literally grabbed the next drugstore brow gel that I saw, which ended up being this bad boy. And this is by the brand Covergirl, which I've never really been a huge fan of Covergirl. I don't really gravitate towards them. This is their Easy Breezy Brow Shape and Define. Now, if you don't like bold brows, you're probably not gonna like this. This has more pigment to it than I've ever seen in a brow gel. It has more pigment than the L'Oreal one. This is all I'm wearing on my brows right now. This is it. I didn't fill them in with a pencil or a powder or anything like that. I just popped this on my brows, called it good. So if you like dark, thick brows and you already have a lot of hairs for this to stick to, you're definitely probably gonna like this. But if you don't like that big, bold brow look, you might not like this. Sometimes I will just grab a little bit of the product on an angled brush and just really carve out the tail of my brow. That's the only part that this spoolie makes it a little bit difficult to get that sharp edge. I also prefer the wand length on the Covergirl one compared to the L'Oreal one because this one here is so long. It was kind of hard sometimes to control and get like a precise application, so I also prefer that, but I think I prefer the actual spoolie itself on the L'Oreal one. If it had this wand size and this spoolie, that would be the perfect brow gel right there. Let's talk about some lip products. Let's talk about what I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is Buxom White Russian. As you can see, it is like ready to be on out the door. I have used the crap out of this. I recently went on a trip and this is all I wore the whole time I was gone. I'd apply it in the morning, throw it in my purse, and just reapply throughout the day. It's a beautiful pinky sort of nude. I had a pink lipstick on before I put this on, so some of the like really pink tint is left over from the other lip color, but just on its own it's a beautiful, beautiful pale pink nude. And the formula of these are unlike anything else I've ever really tried. They're sort of minty, like it feels sort of cooling on the lips. They're not plumping necessarily, but they do have that sort of minty feeling to them. It doesn't taste funky because I won't put anything on my lips if it gets in my mouth and tastes gross. I'm not doing it. The one downside to these is that they're like 20 bucks full size. I got this one in like a little kit and I'm about to have to purchase the full size because I don't know if I can be without this gloss. Why do you have to be $20? Why? So the other lip product I want to talk about, I won't spend too much time on because I have a very in-depth first impression review on this product and I still stand by my first impression review 100%, and that is Lipsense. I don't sell it. Don't think I'm trying to sell it to you because I'm not getting paid. I have the shade Roseberry. I was approached by a rep via Instagram and we decided to collaborate, and she sent me a starter kit for a discounted price for review purposes. So if you want to watch my review, I will link it up there in the little cards, the little eye thing. This is the most transfer proof, budge proof lip color I've ever used in my entire life. You basically apply it, you do 3 layers, you have to let it dry in between each layer, and it completely dries to the point where it doesn't transfer at all, but it stays very tacky. So they also sell a gloss that you can top it off with so that it's a nice, beautiful, sheeny, glossy finish, but the color itself does not transfer. When you do the kiss test, the clear gloss will transfer. You'll feel the gloss on your hand or your cup or whatever you're putting your lips on, girl. I don't judge. But the actual color itself stays on your lips and it fades very, very gracefully throughout the day, and it does not dry out your lips. I know that's a major gripe that people have with liquid lipsticks, is that they dry the crap out of your lips, especially the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lips. Girl, those are beautiful, pigmented, beautiful, love them, but they're drying, okay? They are drying. This is not drying in any way, shape, or form, and you can reapply the gloss throughout the day, so even if you do start to feel a little bit dry, throw some gloss on, girl. I do recommend it. I do think it's worth the price. It's a hefty price tag, okay? But I do recommend it. I think it's worth it. If you want a lip color that is not going to budge, you don't have to worry about it getting on your teeth, you don't have to worry about anything, I sincerely recommend you just try it. Some people don't like it. I am someone who does. Lastly, I just want to mention this brush cleaner really quick. This is the Cinema Secret Professional Grade Makeup Brush Cleaner. This is the quick drying, rinse-free formula. It's not going to deep clean your brushes like soap and water will. I still deep clean my brushes, but if I have brushes that have like crazy colors on them, like these two right here, and I want to use this, say I want to use this brush with a brown or a black or a pink, but I don't want this green to like get on my eye, all I have to do is spritz it with a little bit of the brush cleaner and then rub it on a towel, and it's gone and it's dry and I can dip it right into my eyeshadow and back onto my eye. I do believe this has alcohol in it, which is what sort of sanitizes your brushes, so I think that this would be good for working makeup artists, especially if you're switching, you know, between clients, if you have several clients in a day. But I do believe that alcohol isn't great for natural hair brushes, so I would recommend only using this on your synthetic brushes, and maybe don't use this on super duper high-end expensive brushes. Probably just save the soap and water for that. But if it's like a cheap, this is a Wet n Wild brush, I don't really care that much, it cost me 99 cents. So this makes it so much easier for me to be able to switch back and forth between colors. These things are a favorite. Does that count? So you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. Do I have to do that to me? Did Kathleen post? I might as well mention my hoops also, because I haven't stopped wearing these. I'm sure you've noticed. So that's everything for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time.
You make me